Okay, today we are playing a game on Ilios. The average SR of this game was 2,595, and we will be playing one round as Roadhog before changing to D.Va for the rest of the game. And our current team composition is Winston, Roadhog, Genji, Soldier, Lucio, and Zenyatta. So very average, except for the Roadhog, who is currently not really a hero in the game. So we'd rather not have Roadhog, we'd rather have D.Va. But we're going to change to D.Va, so you know, whatever. And we are currently unwell, so there is a pit to hook people into. In the accompanying electronic mail, it says, a close game which I spend a lot of time is D.Va. One thing I struggle with is pushing forward with D.Va. You don't have the free license to just leap in like Winston can, thanks to his bubble/barrier dancing. And people generally look to D.Va as a stand-behind-me tank more than Winston, but it's a lot harder to do the slow, Reinhardt-style push of barrier up, walk in, make space. How does one push into a watch choke as D.Va with your team behind you? Well, ideally, you're never in a position where you have to actually do that, because D.Va is really bad at walking through a choke point with her whole team behind her. Because the whole point is that you sort of want to circumnavigate it if at all possible. Like, if you're on, like, Hanamura, right, as D.Va, you don't want to go through the gate, you want to go up through the window instead. If you have to go through the gate, you want to get, like, just, like, in the building as quickly as possible on the side. You don't want to, like, ever be, like, going through the choke point, really, because D.Va's really bad at that. Ideally, I mean, like, the way the current meta is, like, I very rarely see heroes like Soldier or McCree anymore. The team can usually circumnavigate the choke point, or just, like, rush in quickly. Because usually it's, like, Pharah, Genji Tracer, like, Genji Reaper, something like that, usually. And, like, the other tank is often Winston, sometimes it's Zarya. So, you don't often have to push through the choke point as, like, the main tank. So, you just don't really want to. You want to get around it. If you do have to, like, go through a choke point as D.Va, like, first one in, just, like, figure out where most of the enemy team is and, like, try to, like, block that general area, but just, like, get out of the way as quickly as possible, because you can't do the thing that Reinhardt does, where you walk in with your shield up and make space, because Reinhardt's the only one that can really do that. D.Va is usually looking to just, like, D.Va kind of wants to, like, hang out near her team until she sees the opportunity to go in, but at the same time, you can't, like, protect them in the same way that a Reinhardt can. You're usually looking for, like, the person out of position or, like, weak, and then you can just sort of, like, go on that person and then, like, you know, disrupt it. And ideally, like, your other tank is Winston, so you can just sort of, like, dive in together and create, like, as much chaos as possible and, like, fuck with people. If your other tank is not Winston, if it's, like, any other tank, basically, so, like, leave that one to kind of, like, usher people through the choke point. Because if it's like Zarya, she can go in with, like, the Soldier and try to get him through the choke point, if that's what you have. And then you can just be, like, going up through the window and, like, trying to, like, knock their high ground defenders off and fuck with people like that, you know. You don't want to have to do the thing where you walk through the choke point as D.Va with your team behind you, because she's not good at that. So hopefully that answers your question. If you want further elaboration or, you know, follow up, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer. So let's start the game. So we're on WoW right now. Is this running at 2x speed? No, it kind of looked a little weird. I don't know. That's because we're not walking next to Lucio. I'm crazy. So, they've got a Reinhardt. Reinhardt in 2017. How foolish. So here's Reaper. We missed the hook on Reaper, so that doesn't even necessarily mean you kill him anymore, but miraculously we didn't die despite him being there. He is over here. He has killed Winston, which is not exactly surprising, but we got to finish him off, and we got 69 fire for it. Yeah! Easy money. However, we have lost Winston and Soldier. They've only lost their Reaper, so things are not really looking great right now. We've got their Mercy way back here, but we've also just lost our Zenyatta. We're pretty boned right now. Doesn't that just break your heart that didn't kill Winston? Like, that's how nerfed Roadhog's damage got. He couldn't kill, like, a half HP Winston. So, Winston's back, but we've just lost Lucio. Zenyatta's still dead, so we're missing both of our healers right now, so we don't really want to be fighting this far up because we have no healers here with us right now. Winston is at least using Primal Rage to kill those two people, which is a drastic overuse of resources, but whatever, you know. Whatever he wants to do. So, we look at their team, and Roadhog's really bad against this team because you don't kill Reaper anymore. If you hook Reaper and he's full HP, you're usually, like, actively trying to kill yourself these days as Roadhog. How quickly the turns table in this meta. And, like, Pharah is always hit or miss, so it's just like, yeah, just, like, change to D.Va now, really, looking at that team. And, like, yeah, you're close to Whole Hog, but, like, Whole Hog is, like, one of the worst ultimates in the entire game, so it's kind of like, who cares about dropping Whole Hog, right? And it's so sad. It's so sad. We got a Reinhardt and a Roadhog in this game, and it's just like, man, it's 2017. It's current year. Come on. Weren't they also good in 2017? No. Fucking, if it happened more than 2 weeks ago, it's ancient history. So here's Reaper. He's spinning in front of us. We just used our hook so we couldn't stop him. And Zenyatta, he's not going to tell a soul what he saw here today. He's just going to try and slide backwards and right-click into them. So, we've got Whole Hog. Winston's got Primal Rage. That's kind of it. Neither of these things are particularly exciting, but, you know, maybe we can get something done in here with them. So, honestly, I just like Whole Hog right there. Because, I mean, you just break Reinhardt's barrier for free, which is usually a pretty good use of Whole Hog if you just use it to break the barrier. And the way they're standing, maybe you can push somebody into the well. It's like the best use I see for Whole Hog anytime in the near future, to just sort of like try and get in there quickly, basically. And it's like, you know, maybe we can like pin somebody and fuck them in this room or the room behind them, but pretty unlikely. I'd just take the free break on Reinhardt's barrier and see if you can actually like start a fight. So Winston's going in. He's using Primal Rage right now. Oh fuck. Oh shit. We miraculously didn't fall off, but I think the one little peg that was there, what a hero it was. Like, look at this. Look at this. The strongest 2x4 ever placed by man stopped a charging Reinhardt who was pinning a Roadhog. Incredible. So yeah, you know, that we got fucked. Like, we lived, so like there was the opportunity to try and like take a breather and like ult him off, but I would have also just been like, but I died, what's going on? I don't, okay, oh, now I'm dead, okay. I would have been, cause it just looks like you're gonna go off the edge. Which would have probably been better, honestly, because then the Reinhardt just comes off the edge with the nano boost as well, but, you know. So, we're changing to D.Va now, which is good. D.Va, good against their whole team. You know, we're not really expecting to get too far in this round at this point, but, Reinhardt's in fact just used Reinhardt's just used nano boost, ha 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 ha. Reinhardt's actually using Earth Shatter behind us, so Soldier killed exactly one person with Tac Visor, and then they just got rezzed by Mercy, so isn't that just like, fuck you, Soldier, fuck you. Yeah, we're boned. Like, our whole team is dead right now. You know, we're up here, but we got tranked coming in, and then, like, our whole team died around us, so... I don't
understand. Like,
yeah, no.
Ryan for charging in.
So, our friend was just talking about how we never punish the Rhine for charging in. That's because we have nothing that can kill Reinhardt quickly. We don't have, like, a Reaper or a McCree. We had a Genji and a Soldier. Neither of these people are gonna kill... And we got a Pharah now. Neither of these people are gonna kill a Reinhardt quickly. Nor will Roadhog. So it's just like... Even though he was charging in, we didn't have, like, the raw damage or, like, CC to kill him that quickly. And he's swinging into, like, 3 people because we're in the fucking alleyway as well. So it's just not really working out. So, anyway, now we're playing D.Va. And D.Va's much better against their team. We still have the Roadhog. We know I'd rather he was still on Winston, but whatever, you know, we can't control people as much as we want to. So we block the Fire Strike, which is good. Reinhardt's upset about that. So they have a pharmacy right now, which is, you know, very upsetting, very inconvenient to deal with, especially since they nerfed Soldier. And like, no one wants to play McCree, even though, like, McCree's pretty good, actually, because he's, like, better against dive than Soldier, and he can kill Pharah. I always thought he was more consistent at killing a Pharah or a Mercy anyway, but now, like, Soldier does slightly less damage, which is, like, even better, but, like, no one wants to play McCree. McCree's pretty good. So, over there, Winston just swung right past us, not really doing anything, just kind of being inconvenient. We heard Mercy's one shot and basically just immediately dove forward looking for her, but she was already dead. And we didn't quite get to kill the Pharah. Pharah died regardless, because she actually got hit by the Helix rocket, which is pretty incredible. So we've got Winston chasing after us, but, you know, we're playing D.Va, so it's taken him a while to actually get anywhere. We're blocking damage for the soldier over there. He managed to kill the Reaper. Now we're helping clean people up over here. Great, awesome. Everything went well. We come over here, pick up the health kit, and now we're just going to come over here and take the point. Yeah, awesome. That's basically exactly what you want to do. We did kind of like leave our team behind with the Reaper, but we were looking for the Mercy, who we were told was one hit. So, I mean, that's a fair enough reason. I'd honestly like rather kill the Mercy in most situations. Blocking damage for Roadhog while he's killing the Reaper. Great. Awesome. Blocking damage is the highest priority over doing damage. He doesn't need help to kill the Reaper, so we just block for him. Now we're getting CC'd right in front of their entire team, which felt pretty fucking bad. And we basically got killed before we had much chance to even try and get away. Well, I say we got killed, we lost our mech. Which is, you know, not the same thing. I'm quite surprised, honestly, we don't have full ult charge, considering there was a Winston jumping around Primal Rage in front of us. So he's on us. Pretty fucked right there. Just kind of want to stand, like, further back, because you just really don't want to die as Baby D.Va. Because then you kind of just, like, take even longer to respawn, because you're not a hero as Baby D.Va, so you just kind of want to stay further back and just shoot into the mess of people trying to build up ult charge. But, yeah, Winston dived on us. At that point, you're pretty fucked. So, things were going alright over here, but then Mercy rezzed Ana and Reaper, and things are no longer really going okay over here. And most of our team is dead, so we just have to wait for everybody to sort of regroup up right now. Here's Winston. Winston's not going to do much except give us some ult charge, as is Reinhardt. Did sort of reflexively put the defense matrix over the Reinhardt, which isn't going to do much after he's already used Fire Strike. It is, like... I mean, I do this. Like, it's not good to be, like, hold the defense matrix over somebody that's not going to use a ranged attack, but I've also done this. The Winston's jumped on me and I've been like, no, stop, wait, I'm fucking stupid, right. You know. I'm bad at D.Va, though, so, you know. So we got Reaper over there. We were calling it out. We were blocking him. He just wraith formed away, which seems like a bit of an overreaction. Like, he wasn't being pressured, so he could have stayed there and kept shooting at us, but whatever. It makes things easier for us. So, did we have Pharah? Where I can't find my keyboard right now. There we go. Yeah, so we've got Winston up there. I'll just float up and, like, try and get some shots in at him, but he just, like, jumped away anyway. Now he's jumped over us, so we want to go back here and try to help with this. He's, low HP, didn't pick up the health kit, we killed him, great, they're missing their tank, let's go. Well, one of their tanks, anyway. Oh, now we're missing one of our tanks, but it's only Roadhog, so it's like, was he even really here anyway? You know, whatever. There's Ana, which is, you know, great and all, but there's, like, a lot of things that we want to kind of deal with right now, so... Back there, like, Mercy's back there, so we do, like, want to try and kill the Mercy, but we also don't want to go in, like, to the Reinhardt while we're purple and there's a Reaper nearby. So, it's sort of awkward where, like, the people we want to kill were, like, here, but we didn't really want to go into that position, so it was kind of awkward. Now, Mercy's starting to go back off that way, but now we're just gonna have to use our ultimate. And we used it in a very interesting way, where we're like, we popped out and, like, immediately got earth-shattered, even though we looked like we were still in the mech. And look at that, most of them are dead right now. Mercy's not dead, though, so now some of them are alive again. We have a nano-boosted Pharah in the sky right now, so that's good for us. When I say in the sky, she was just, like, right in front of us right there. And she's killed Mercy. We're bullying Reinhardt. There's Reaper. We want to block Reaper. And we're all here, basically. Soldiers using TAC Visor. We used a lot of ultimates to do this, actually, didn't we? We used, like, every single ultimate to take this point. Running after Reaper. Reaper's fucked. He's getting chased by the entire team. Try and get the Pharah. No, didn't quite get the Pharah. You know, whatever. She has to wait for her whole team to respawn anyway. But it is a shame we didn't get to, like, stagger her. So, everything's been going pretty well so far. We've been doing, like, D.Va things, basically, this round. It's all been pretty good. We are actually... I was gonna say we want to go back because we're not in range of our heal... We're out of line of sight of our healers, but Ana was just healing us right there. Now, however... Bubble around us, nice. Low HP, we float back.
Behind you.
Oh, fuck, here comes that. We heard our friend say Reaper's behind us, so we just immediately whipped around. It kind of looked like we were clairvoyant, but... why did we stop blocking the Reaper? Because of that? No, don't worry about that. You gotta keep blocking Reaper. Like, the Reinhardt charging in, like, yeah, that's spooky and all, but, like, worry about the Reaper first, because he's currently shooting your Roadhog in the back of your skull, back of his skull, and you've got a lot of defense matrix, so there's no reason this Roadhog should die to this Reaper. We should have been blocking for him instead of, like, switching to the Reinhardt. Reaper, still here. Like, we have to worry about the Reaper more than anything else, because, like, we kind of, like, don't turn to the Reaper right there when he goes past us. Like, we really, like, we're the only one that can really, like, stop Reaper from just killing people, so we have to, like, focus on that until Reaper's dead, basically. Because otherwise, Reaper just goes around and kills everyone, because what can anybody else do about Reaper, really, you know?
No, oh man.
It is unfortunate in that, like, D.Va's not the best hero in the world at killing Reaper. Like, she does still counter Reaper, but she's not gonna kill the Reaper quickly, you know? It's not like the old counter of Roadhog where you just saw Reaper. Reaper's now dead. You know, you have to kind of, like, commit some resources to it, but at the same time, it's like D.Va's usually the only one on the team that can really deal with a Reaper, so we kind of have to worry about it. So, Roadhog just managed to kill Mercy right there, which is fantastic news. They've lost their main healer right during this very important fight. Take a little bit of time to put the defense matrix over her, but we got there in the end. Death Blossom's happening, but we can't see it, so that's kind of spooky. Presumably it was happening, like, over the ledge over there. So, we managed to pick off Mercy, and that's really, like, the thing that makes this easy, because right during the most important fight of the round, they lost their main healer right at the start. Yep, put the ult down right there. It looks like Reaper has to, like, curve around it a little bit, so he doesn't actually get to the point in time. And then he dies immediately anyway. So, you know, we basically played D.Va that round. There were, like, the couple things where, like, we weren't focusing Reaper and such, but, like, for the most part, you know, we're playing Reaper. We're playing Reaper. Yes. We're actually playing D.Va. But, you know, yeah. Names are hard. So, now we are on Lighthouse. We still have the same team. Soldiers coming down here onto the low ground. Well, I don't know, you know, like, look at, you know, she's... So many Soldier players and, like, McCree players would be, like, an entire tier higher if they just stood on high ground. Because it's so strong. But they don't. Anyway, so, you know, we're playing D.Va right now. They have a Soldier as well now, which is fantastic news for us, honestly, because, like, Soldier, you know, he's kind of an issue, because, like, usually when you're playing D.Va, you dive on the Soldier, he just puts the biotic field down, and that makes it difficult. But then you just leave, and your shift will be back up before his biotic field is up, and then you come back and bully him again. And that's how you deal with Soldier. So, you know, it's kind of time-consuming, but D.Va can actually, like, deal with Soldier pretty easily, so this is, like, good news as far as I'm concerned. And their other DPS is Pharah. So this is actually fantastic news, because that means they don't have a Reaper anymore. Reaper was, like, the most difficult thing on their team for us to deal with. Soldier's so much easier for D.Va to deal with than Reaper. So, this is fantastic news for us, honestly. So, anyway, fight broke out right here. Kind of got distracted on it, so... Currently, you know, we're not sure exactly what we want to focus on over here. I would just dive on the Soldier immediately, because, like, he's got Mercy over there with him, but, like, their Pharah dies, so their other DPS is dead. Right now, all we're doing is shooting into a barrier. Occupying Soldier and Mercy's time is just going to make it easier for your team to deal with this situation, because all that's over here is Anna, Winston, and Reinhardt. So if we're occupying Soldier and Mercy, like, they won't kill us. Like, we can just leave if we have to. Like, the Soldier isn't going to kill us unless we really fuck up. So we could, like, totally occupy their time and make this whole area much easier for our team. And then Lucio wouldn't die. And that's kind of, you know, that's hindsight 2020, being like, oh yeah, Lucio died, we could have stopped that from happening. But if we were fighting those Soldier, as I was saying, that wouldn't have happened. So, over there, we saw Winston just dove past us. Right here, this is not important. Like, he's doing nothing right now. He's just standing over here, blocking nothing for nobody. Go over there. I mean, not for nobody, but he's not really doing anything. Go over there, help with that Winston situation, because you're one of the better people on your team at killing Winston, because it's basically you and Roadhog are gonna kill a Winston quickly. So, like, just, like, turn over there immediately. Don't worry about that guy. Now, most of their team is actually dead, so we can just start trying to bully the Reinhardt. If this is happening, where you're just slightly outside of the Reinhardt's shield, just, like, stop shooting for, like, half a second and take that step forward so that you're through the shield, because, like, we could have gotten in there quicker and done, like, more damage to him. And, like, we wouldn't have killed him, but we'd get, like, 20 ult charge off of it, so, So, they're all, like, really dug in over here. We managed to break Reinhardt's barrier. That's, like, all we're gonna do. Like, this is too difficult for us to fight in here, because, like, the soldier's got a med kit, he's soldier, he's got 2 healers with him. Don't, like, even go in there with him, because all that you've really accomplished following him in there is just giving him a bunch of ult charge, because he got to shoot you for a while. And yeah, you were never in risk of losing your mech, but you were also never gonna do anything to him, so you just gave him, like, 30% ult charge. So, now they have a Reaper again, as we see right here, which is just sad news. Reinhardt charging right there. I think, did we try to get out of the way? And we just, like, didn't do it in time? Yeah, just didn't do it in time. Feels bad, man. So, we've managed to end up here on this Mercy. Oh, fuck, Reaper's here as well. Pick up the health kit. Yeah, I know why you want to pick up the health kit, but the thing is, Reaper's just gonna, like, fuck you at the same time. Like, even right there, if he just got one more melee and he would have broken the mech. So just, like, keep focusing on the Reaper and just, like, back out the doorway, like, behind you. What fucking kind of arrow was that? Back out the doorway behind you, because, like, yeah, I know why you want to get the health kit, but, like, it's the situation you're in. It's just, like, even if you get it, you're gonna lose your mech. You might as well just start getting back out of the way. So, but anyway, the fight's still going well, because Soldier has managed to kill 2 of them right now, and now they basically just have to start waiting for their team. Holy fucking shit, did you see that Roadhog right there? Let's watch that one again. As soon as YouTube wants to. So, this is actually, like, an entire round different. So, yeah, that's very interesting. Sure, whatever. I just pushed, like, the back arrow and spacebar, whatever. So, here we are, though. We're gonna watch it again now, finally. There was just a bit of a delay on it. Oh, no. He almost made it to the other, platform. He's so graceful. It's like that one Street Fighter character whose name I can't fucking think of. Rufus! He's just like Rufus. So acrobatic. So, attack visor's happening. We kind of don't know where it is. It was, like, in here, basically, but, like, that's really bad, and he died, so that's really bad. Even though we gave him all that ult, he just used it really badly, so, like, whatever, whatever. It was very spooky, because we were in the middle of the open courtyard when he started doing that, but he was nowhere near us, so... So we want to get back into this mech. We're getting out of the way over here. Could have just, like, ducked over here, out of the way. And, like, but whatever. We got out of the way. We weren't really being super threatened or anything. So they now have a Junkrat. Junkrat's so easy to kill as D.Va. Just, like, this is the guy we want to fuck with right now. So I think Anna went off that way. That way, actually. Yeah, Anna's over there. So when you see this Junkrat leave, just go get the Anna, right? Because, like, she's on the wrong side of the map right now. She's not allowed to be standing over there. Reaper ends up being right here, and he's low HP. We're after him, but he's all spooky and ethereal right now, so he kind of gets away. Anna's, like, over there now, on the point. We just saw her. I was like, where's Anna at currently? Because she was on the wrong side of the map. That's Anna, right there. What a journey she's been on. But yeah, like, as soon as you see, like, the Junkrat leaving, just, like, go get the Anna, because she's on her own on the wrong side of the map, and, like, Anna's pretty easy to kill as D.Va. Here's the thing, like, when you dive on the Anna, here's what you do, right? hold the defense matrix over her, start shooting her, put the defense matrix back up immediately, she's gonna try and trank you, like, as quickly as possible. So basically, if you're defense matrixing as quickly as possible, you'll block it 9 times out of 10. And then you get to kill the Ana, because the only way she gets away is if she tranks you. So this is a really bad ultimate. It ends up in a very awkward place, but I also just, like, you know me by now. I just generally don't like using D.Va's ult in that way. Aggressively, basically. So, don't do that. Poor Mercy, getting pushed around by the whole hog. So, they only have 7% left right now, and they've been coming in really staggered, so we've just kind of killed them as they come in. Reaper came in, he killed Ana with the Death Blossom before we could get the defense matrix over him, which sucks. D.Va actually, like, it looks like she concussive blasted off of us and got knocked away from the point, which is very awkward. She died, how sad. But, I mean, at the same time, she wasn't gonna change the game or anything by getting on the point, so who cares, really? So, as you can see, we still got quite a bit of game to go. We go full 5 rounds in this game. So, we're back on well right now. And the enemy team comp has gotten quite interesting during this round. You'll see. You know, there's some classic tilt heroes being picked right now. That is to say, there's a Symmetra over here, basically. I think they also have a Torbjorn, but I'm not 100% on that one right now. They definitely have a Symmetra and a Junkrat coming at us. So, we see Symmetra go into that room on the side, right? That's very important. Bear in mind, she's been in here for like 5 seconds by herself right now. Oh, fuck, it's turret nest. Yeah.
What's she going in there for?
If you're gonna go in on her, just, like, go in on her immediately. Like, we gave her just long enough to put all of her turrets down before we went in there, so we got pretty fucked pretty quickly. So, we're not playing Winston. So, yeah, look, as we can see right now, enemy team, the trio of men over there, we got the classic tilting trio of picking all the defense heroes that are just always bad. And then we got the 3 solo players, like, can we not, though? Can we just, like, maybe, like, not do that? They're like, oh, fuck you. You know, whatever. So, they've got a Torbjorn, they got a Symmetra. We just saw, like, 8,000 lasers attached to that Pharah. God damn. Yo, how are they even, like, lined up? Yo, she's got some lasers on some interesting parts of the geometry right there, damn. Pharah was probably pretty surprised. I would have been surprised. So Symmetra's behind us right now, and I fucking hate that Symmetra's beam attaching to you sounds the same as just a turret attaching to you. Because, like, Symmetra attaching to you is significantly worse than a turret attaching to you, but they have the exact same sound effect. You know, can we have, like, the turrets sound lower and Symmetra sound higher or something like that so that we know, you know? Because, like, Symmetra tethered behind us and we want to swivel around to that as quickly as possible. But at the same time, like, when your cue is audio, it's, like, doesn't necessarily help so much with Symmetra. So that was a really sick bump, but it didn't actually quite get her into the pit, which really sucks. But Mercy is currently dead. So, we should go in on that Symmetra, because we've just been healed up to basically full HP. We're at full HP now. We've got shift up. We don't want Symmetra to, like, place something down. As far as we know right now, Symmetra hasn't put a shield generator or a teleporter down. So we, like, go in there and kill her before she can do that, because she wasn't full HP when she went in there. At the same time, though, we do also want to deal with this Pharah. We've dealt with the Pharah. So at the same time, you know, it's just like, I'm more scared of Symmetra, usually, because, like, Symmetra unattended just, like, kills everyone. So, there's still some turrets in here. Turrets are dead now. I think Symmetra is still alive. I didn't see her go by on the kill feed, but I also don't know how she could have possibly gotten away without us seeing her. Whatever. Yeah, we can hear a Torbjorn building a turret somewhere. McCree has just pulled off something right there. But that was very dynamic, and I wasn't expecting to see that. Just sonicked right past us. So he managed to kill the Lucio and get away scot-free. We heard Lucio be like, whoa, whoa, and then he was just already dead before we even knew what the fuck, and then McCree's just like, gets away with it scot-free. Incredible. We tried to bump her off there, it looks like. Didn't quite manage to pull it off, which feels bad. There's Torbjorn. So you might have noticed that their team is 3 defense heroes and they have no tank, so they're having a lot of trouble pushing in right now. As you would generally expect a team to be. Because, like, there's Torbjorn. Torbjorn's kind of spooky to go in on, and, like, he's got most of his team over there, so we gotta come back. We saw McCree right there, but, like, we weren't expecting to see him, so we'd have to have, like, Korean reflexes to defense matrix that flashbang. At the same time, though, we arrived just in time to fuck with him accidentally just by being there, so that's all good. So, we know Symmetra has now built a shield gem, and we just got told it was on the left side by, Farah. We didn't manage to kill Symmetra, but she was so focused on that, excuse me, Jesus Christ, that she died to Tac Visor, which is great news for us. But now she's alive again, which is terrible news for us. Is it? How quickly the turns table in this game. So we're currently bullying Anna. We do want to try and find the shield generator, because we're the best person on our team to deal with it. And it's like, yeah, this fight's happening right now and all that, but like, the shield generator is going to make it really difficult. And like, honestly, we've already lost this fight anyway after that res. So we might as well go looking for the shield generator. We got told it was on the left side, which is not necessarily that helpful. But we should have gone looking for it. We lost that fight fairly early on, so we might as well go start looking for it. And we are the best person on our team to deal with it. Farah's like the second best, but she's not the... You know, the shield generator tends to be, like, tucked out of the way where Farah can't get to it that easily. Having said that, I don't exactly... You know, most maps, like Hollywood, I can tell you, like, 3 or 4 likely places you'll find a shield generator. Well, on Ilios, I don't really know where you're gonna put a shield generator. Maybe on, like, the upper floor, like, on the left-hand side. Maybe it's, like, up there on the left-hand side. Back in the alley. Maybe, like, back in the big plasma TV room. I don't really know. You know, it's not something I have to deal with on Well very often, oddly enough. So, they have a D.Va as well now, which is, you know, it complicates things. Basically, neither D.Va is going to accomplish anything except building ult charge off of each other, usually. But they have a Mei. This is awful news, because Mei gets to just freeze us through defense matrix. Which is not scary in and of itself, because Mei is also not going to be the one who kills you. But, if you get frozen in front of her team, you're going to lose your mech, you know? So, 2 of our team are dead right now. This isn't going to work. We've got to, like, back up and wait for our team to regroup, because this is just not going to work. And we're just, like, not accomplishing much and giving them a bunch of ult charge. Anna also just got picked off as well, and that's very awkward timing, because the rest of our team is going to be starting to get back. Roadhog killed, Farah, but now, you know, Roadhog was in a little bit, too deep, and now we're in a little bit too deep. Sound barrier happened, and did give us just enough time to build up self-destruct. So it all just barely works out, but I don't think it really should have. So we see McCree right there. Thankfully, he chose not to kill us before we got back into our mech. However, high noon, self-destruct, oh fuck, oh shit, lots of bad things. We don't really know what to do. We shouldn't have gone in at all, really, because, like, Anna died, Roadhog died. Yeah, like, we didn't know Roadhog died till, like, kind of part way in, but we still had time to back out. It wasn't gonna work, we just wanted to back out and just play it cool, wait for our team. Justice happening behind us right now. Things are not looking good because we don't have very much time left, and most of our team just died while they're at 10%. So somebody's gonna have to be the one that goes forward and touches the point before immediately dying, and it's gonna be us, and it's gonna be Lucio. Neither of us actually touched it because we were a little wrapped up with the Mei situation. Let's be honest, we were gonna get fucked if we went and stood on the point regardless. So we're currently 2-2. We won on the other 2 maps, so we're like, it's okay, well's just not our map. No, don't worry about it, you know, we'll go back to White House or Ruins and we'll win. We're on, Lighthouse, so, you know, whatever. Did I say White House? Am I racist? Is that what I said? I don't know. I don't pay attention to what I'm saying half the time. You know, noises just come out. And I hope that they are, somewhat coherent. They often aren't. So we're trying to push a canister along right there, and it got stuck in the hinge. That feels bad, I guess. So, they've got Pharah. Again, Pharah's still good for us because we're still playing D.Va. Tried to push the D.Va off the edge. She somehow, like, became as heavy as fucking lead and just didn't move anywhere when we bumped her, so that sucks. There's a lot of, like, varying things right now that we're worrying about. We want to worry about the Pharah most, though, because she's, like, our area. We did, like, try and chase her around the side. If a Pharah goes around the backside, she's gonna go up onto the roof, so, like, follow her up onto the roof and try to bully her a little bit more, I guess. At the same time, though, if she has Concussive Blast, she could bump you off fairly easily from up there, so, you know, what, who knows. See Roadhog getting chased around. Roadhog died. We've got a Roadhog as well. Feels bad, man. We almost threw ourselves off the edge right there, but we realized what we were doing and came back on the ground. McCree just came out behind us. He wasn't standing where he was allowed to be standing, so he just died. Like, there's a great many things happening. Basically, it's like, if you draw a diagram of the square, there's like a person there, a person there, a person there, and a person there. None of them are actually together. They're just all like off on their own, trying to do their own thing. And none of them ever actually manage to do their own thing. Because it's just, when there's like a bunch of 1v1s or like 1v2s happening in a bunch of places, it's just kind of luck of the draw as to who wins, you know? Also, this Mercy has just like rezzed this Ana, and I have no doubt that Ana's thinking, why have you returned me to this hell? Because that's what I'd be thinking if I was Ana. Because it's like, you know, but at the same time, their Pharah was here. Their Pharah ulted our Ana, but then our Pharah killed their Pharah. Got, like, it's one of those fights where I wish I could see, like, somebody else's perspective at the same time. Because I don't really feel like I have a clue what happened, right? It's just like this very scattered and chaotic fight happened all over the square, but we won in the end. So good for us. But I don't know why we won. I don't know if we should have won, but we won. So that's all that really matters. So, Roadhog tried so hard. Did you see how hard Roadhog tried? That's the spirit right there. Like, it starts right here. We're gonna watch this one in slow motion. He sees it. He looks at us, and he thinks to himself, I can do it. I can kill this D.Va right now. I don't even have to shoot a single shot. Oh. He must have been so surprised when you didn't appear on the other side of him. But then he just turned around and just shot you. And he was like, huh, I wonder if I was making that more difficult than it needed to be. The answer is yes. Yes, he was. But God did he try. God did he try. Then McCree shot us in the back of the head. Feels bad, man. Fuck me. Oh. Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? What's he doing? Why is he using his sound barrier? What's he see? What does he see there that I don't see? Fucking hell. Oh, I pushed a button. Oh no. I pushed a button. Oh god. Where's this? This is not far forward enough. Here we go. There we go. We got there in the end. I don't know what the Lucio sees, but by God does he see it. So, now, right, we're coming back. We've just lost Roadhog as we get back, so it feels bad, man. This Pharah currently trying very hard to kill Lucio. Lucio just disappears into the hallway because he's playing Lucio. Don't have to worry about helping him that much anymore. So, Pharah's up here. We come up here. We're trying to get the Pharah. The thing is, the Pharah didn't actually land on the roof, so it got very awkward for us very quickly, and now we just want to get out. We made an oopsie, and now we're just running away as quickly as possible, as we should. Now we're getting healed up. Or we were getting healed up. Now we're getting healed up again. Don't know, Ana just stopped for some reason. I don't know. I guess she must have had a reason. I just don't know what it was. Lucio, currently playing with fire, standing right around the doorway at 25 HP. Not recommended procedure. So, there we see Mercy. Mercy's got her ult. Like, we're not gonna kill this guy. This guy's taking a breather, and he's got Mercy healing him as well, just switch to the Mercy, because she's like, you're not going to kill him. You're not generally going to kill anybody if Mercy's healing them. You're going to have to just change to the Mercy and try to kill her. But now we've got to be blocking that regardless. Here comes the Nano Visor. So that's great for us. Mercy rezzed just Roadhog, and Roadhog, you know, Mercy probably just feels like jumping off the cliff as well, having seen that, frankly. I know I would. Got tranked by Anna. Happens, you know, unless you're gonna just, like, divine the point that she's gonna use her, sleep dart mid-fight. It's gonna happen. So their Pharah's out here somewhere. We just heard her jet off, so she's probably on the roof. She was indeed on the roof. So,
every time.
So, you know, she jets off. We go around there looking for her, but she just jets away immediately. We hear her jet off. So she's on the roof right now. Even though she shouldn't really do that. Like, she shouldn't really do what she does, because most of her team is dead. I think her entire team is actually dead at this point. So it's not really gonna work out, but like, just on the off chance that she does what she's gonna do, you know she's going onto the roof, she can do this, so you should come in here just in case she decides to do this, because she might. She shouldn't do this. Like, this is not what Pharah should do.
Every time.
But you should come in here in case you need to try and, like, block that. McCree is actually still alive, so it wasn't just Pharah. But it still wasn't what Pharah should have done. So they now have an Orisa as well, which is just fantastic news for us, because Orisa's really bad at killing D.Va. It's just great news. It's just great news after great news. Like, look at that team. It's perfect. There's nothing on that team that kills D.Va. Nothing. Nothing. Maybe McCree kills you. Maybe. Like, even McCree has to work at it for a while, right? Like, there's a Zenyatta, so they kind of accelerate these people, but, like, nothing on that team kills D.Va. It's great. It's perfect for us. Perfect. We can bully all of these people. None of them can bully us. It's great news. What a time to be alive. So here comes D.Va. We're just shooting into her. We get our ult charge and then we start blocking. You know, it's self-destruct, so we're not, like, super excited about it or anything, but we do have it. That's, you know, it's something, you know, it's something. So we're getting shot in the back. Actually, I'm sure as we've just realized, but, like, right there, like, yeah, like, we get chunked from right there, but we got damage indicators behind us as well. So you, like, yeah, like, turn around, but at the same time, we got chunked right from the front by Zenyatta at the same time, so it was camouflaged damage, you know? So, we are just, like, hopping around in the open. We got shot by Pharah and just killed, because, I mean, we're baby D.Va at that point. So our whole team just got wiped. We have not got very much time left, but we do have time to get back. And we have self-destruct, so we should get to stand on the point for quite a while, because we're gonna get 2 mechs. That happens, which does somewhat complicate matters, and we have to ult right there. Fortunately, Pharah managed to make it in. But then we get killed as we're coming in. That happened just slightly too slow. McCree is the saddest man on the planet right now. He didn't actually get knocked off the edge. But look at that. We're coming in. We've got Nano Visor. That's scary. D.Va has to dedicate her time to stopping that. Roadhog was distracting them with his ultimate. Oh, we actually still have self-destruct. We didn't actually use self-destruct there? I thought we did. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, so we've got self-destruct still. But our team actually we had, like, just enough ultimates, and it just went well enough that we managed to retake the point. Even though we didn't make it to the point, we just had to run in and try to touch the point. Great, awesome, it all worked out. We did have to use a lot of ultimates to do that, though, so it does make the next push very scary. However, Orisa is coming in too soon. Too soon. She's got 10% left. She didn't need to do this. She could have waited for her whole team, or most of her team at least. She went in way too soon, so we got to kill her. Now we're in here. Honestly, I would just ult right in front of that Zenyatta, just to assert dominance over him. You just pin him on the large health kit with the ultimate, and he's just like, well, I guess this is how I die, you know. But they didn't get to the point anyway, so it doesn't matter. We can just throw it into the air. Good times. We won the game. Hooray. Everything went well. I mean, not everything went well, but we won in the end, so it's all that really matters. I think I know roughly what's going to happen here. Yep.
Here's where you all died, and I just ran away because you all died. Just silently floating.
Didn't spray. Didn't emote. So fucking disappointed. I think you were saying the same thing. You're saying like the same thing I was saying. Exactly. You know, he knew he was gonna get it. Come on, put something in there. So, nothing too overarching and recurring stands out to me. I think target prioritization is like the biggest thing, where sometimes we're not like focusing the correct people, like the Reaper during the second round. We're not focusing him as much as we could be. There was like the point where we could have dove on the Anna because she was on the wrong side of the map by herself, but we didn't go on her. But other than that, there wasn't like an overarching thing that like really stood out to me. Really, it's just like, you know, the little things that we talked about. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. I hope that answered your question at the start of the game. If not, just like, you know, ask, I'll answer. And, hope you found the video helpful.